6:30. So there you go. Candace is here. How you doing?
Yes. I'm good. I was just Googling about the freezing.
Yeah.
You're right. But frost can occur anytime temperatures drop to 37 or lower.
Which they did, and that's why some folks were having to scrape frost off the
Yes.
windshields this morning. Are you one of those that actually gets the frost scraped off the windshield, or do you just get enough of a hole in the windshield that you can kind of sort of see through and you go ahead and take off anyway?
Both. It depends on the day, like if I'm late or not.
Yeah, so
There'll
watch
be a
out.
lot of windshield wipering going on.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. So watch out for Candace when she's when there's frost on the windshield. There, she'll be out there and about driving and.
I said it depends on the day.
Oh, that's right.
It's
That's
not all the time.
right. But some of the
It's not
time.
all the time.
Yeah, I piqued my attention on the news a couple hours ago. They said that Stellantis, which is now the company that owns Chrysler, Ram. I was going to say Plymouth, but they're not around anymore. They're having might have a recall on their diesel
Oh.
truck, and I have a half-ton diesel.
Oh,
like,
no.
ooh,
No.
But they said I can continue to drive the truck while they work on the solution to the problem that may result in a vehicle fire.
Yeah, then I'd be like, but I don't want to be the person that's the one, like, out of 100 people
Yeah.
that, like, dies in a diesel fire.
Yeah, or catches fire. Let me ask you this. Did you feel the earthquake yesterday?
Yes, it shook the OPAC, like, shook it.
It did.
Concrete building shook so hard. I was like, what just happened? It looked like B&B Newsstand's window was about to burst.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long did this thing last?
It was like a couple seconds. Like
just
it, like it came and then it was gone. Like it happened so fast. You're like, wait, did that just happen? Was that the wind? Like it was very, very confusing. And I will tell you that that really like the stoned church that's over here. My husband sent me a picture. Apparently, someone was like camping out on top of it.
What?
Like squatting on top, but as soon as the earthquake happened, they started yeeting all their stuff over the side of the building. They're like, I'm not living up here anymore. It's not safe.
Maybe somebody's trying to send a message.
I know, like get off that building. Yeah, he sent me a picture and he had like a tent, like a nice tent set up or whatever. And apparently after the earthquake, he was like, no more of this.
Yeah.
So like started just throwing the stuff off the side.
Wow. Well, I could see that if you're camped out in front of a church and the
No,
earth-
on top of the church.
on top of the church. You mean like on the
On
roof?
the roof.
No.
Yes, I have pictures. I will show you. I have proof.
How'd they get up there?
I don't know. But apparently that earthquake was enough to make them go back down.
Well, if that's what it takes, you know.
Because they were originally, because my husband works at EOG, so he could see it from his office because he's upstairs. And they were like, we're going to wait and see how long it takes for someone to, like, get him down, like how long he's going to live up there. Well, it took the earthquake.
Wow. Well, I did not. I guess I was in my truck, so that's why I didn't feel it. And but so many others did. Tana said that kind of a similar thing here. You know, shook the building. She thought somebody was trying to rattle the back door, trying to come in the back door.
No, like it shook, like, the building hard.
Wow. So are you walking around seeing if there's any cracks or anything like that?
I didn't notice anything.
Yeah, I didn't.
But I was
haven't
just
here.
like, oh my gosh, the city's been doing all that work underground.
I haven't watched it yet. Somebody did, because on one of our social media pages, somebody said fracking, and of course that's always going to be the excuse whenever there's an earthquake, as if we've never ever in the history of the planet Earth has there ever been an earthquake, ever. And now we frack, and now there's earthquakes. I mean, you can't. It's just, so I haven't watched it. There's somebody sent me a link to a TV
I was
report.
reading some like peer-reviewed journal articles about like Pegasus and earthquakes, and they said like they really didn't start paying attention to seismic activity in Pegasus until they started drilling. But that doesn't mean it didn't exist prior to the drilling.
Exactly.
But it has increased over recent years in the Delaware Basin area.
yeah.
So it's not just Pecos, it's like the whole area. And so usually they're like really tiny 2.3, like 3, but this is like the biggest one.
Yeah.
And so there's some really good peer-reviewed journal articles about it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you want to go reading, people usually don't.
Well, as long as the Earth doesn't open up and we wind up in China, I'm not really worried about it, but it was like a couple seconds, so it wasn't like like the movies.
Oh yeah, where you're like, oh my gosh, something's happening. Yeah. So it was just really interesting because I was like, first I just thought it was a really huge gust of wind because we get really strong winds.
Yeah.
I never thought it would be like, oh, we felt the aftershock of an earthquake. And my aunt still has friends in San Antonio because that's where she used to live. And they're like, we felt it here.
Yes, Lana's sister's in San Antonio, and she said the same thing.
Yeah.
She said the same thing. And
so the people in Pecos probably were like, the world is coming to an end. Like, what's happening?
People in San Antonio felt the stupid earthquake. I didn't.
Yeah, if you were in the car, it seems like people who were driving didn't really feel it.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting phenomenon.
Yeah. I mean, I
think it would like bounce the cars around because they're freely moving. They're not attached. But apparently no.
Apparently no, because we'd finished our interview for the Fan of the Week, and I'd gotten in the truck and was taken off. And before I got back to the office, they're calling from Roswell because they felt it in the J.P. White building up in Roswell. Which is downtown.
Yes.
And said, well, did you feel the earthquake? And I'm like, no.
You're like, what earthquake?
What are you talking about? And then I get back to the office, and Tana is like, oh, yeah, this whole building was, and I'm like,
I was talking to the cleaning crew ladies, and she's like, so it was an earthquake? I thought I was crazy. Like,
yes, we had a couple calls like that.
Like, it was. She felt so relieved.
Yeah, Tana took a call like that. It says, I'm good. I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
Well, you may not be crazy about this.
Maybe other things.
That's right. But as far as this is concerned, no,
yes.
it was an earthquake.
It was an earthquake.
Well, good. Well, what's going on at the Ocotillo?
Lots of prep work for the winter, like the end of our first half of our season. We have today. I will launch the pop-up winter art contest.
Okay.
It's not up yet because that's how pop-up works. Once it's launched, then you have the set time period to create it. It cannot be a piece of art that already exists. You have like 2.5 weeks.
So you should be able to
take the picture, make a sculpture, whatever you're gonna do.
Okay.
It's all media, and then.
Is there a theme though?
Yes. Winter Wonderland.
Winter Wonderland. Yeah. So we can know the theme ahead of time. We just don't know when it pops
so you'll
up.
because you have to know the theme in order to create the work to make it fit the theme. So once you sign up, we'll have it all on our education part of our website. You can sign up. You'll have access to the PDF form. Now, I will say with the PDF, because I have PDF editor when I upload things to make them, they are editable. But don't edit it in the screen because then it will edit the PDF that's on the website.
Oh.
I don't know how to make it stop doing that, but it does. Download the PDF.
Okay.
And then fill it out.
Okay.
But don't do it while it's attached. It doesn't send it to me. It just edits it for everybody else, and then I have to take it down and put it back up again. So don't do that. Don't do it.
Let's see here.
Yeah,
no,
Well, I discovered that was a thing with the Art in the Park. Applications, and then I couldn't undo what was on them. I have to take it all down because I wasn't the one who edited it. I couldn't undo the edit that they made.
Right.
I was just like, this is a whole thing. So anyway, the technology is too smart for Kandese. Don't do it. Just download it and print it off, or fill it out on your own application if it lets you edit PDFs, and then sign back up. So for ages, I think it's pre-K through 14, it's $5 per entry, and then 15 to adult is $10 per entry, limit of 2 entries.
Okay.
And you guys can do that, and we'll have the art on display at the Ocotillo. It will be People's Choice.
Okay.
And there will be categories for second and third per age category, with some really neat prizes that we're getting together.
Oh, good.
And
there it is.
You must pick up your art within the set amount. I think they have until the end of January to retrieve their art afterwards.
Okay.
I will tell you, to this day, I have art from last November that is they're now ours. So there is a clause in the contract that says if you don't pick it up, or let us know that you're going to pick it up later or something, then we keep it, because what else are we? Yeah. And they also didn't pick up their prize. So they won prizes and also didn't pick up their art. It was really crazy. I don't know.
That is
so anyway,
sad.
So I have art.
Yeah.
I have art and prizes.
So it'll be on the website when it pops up.
Yes, it'll be on the website and Facebook.
And you go to education.
The education under events. Yeah.
And
It'll be pop-up art contest.
That's right. But right now it just says instructor recruitment.
Yes.
But when it...
Well, if you click on the education.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did.
Oh, click on it. It will take you to the education page. Instructor recruitment, that's a form.
Got
an
you.
extra form.
Got it.
It's a
Okay.
sub.
Classics, workshops, and camps. Okay, so there you go. So it'll pop up on here when
Yes.
you're ready to launch it.
Yes.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah, and so we're doing that right now. We do have on sale tickets for a Carpenter's Christmas,
Okay.
which is Tuesday, November 29th, which is also Giving Tuesday. So remember to give to your favorite organizations. And
That's just a couple weeks away. Yeah.
and then we have Light Up Artesia, and we will have the little free winter craft with hot chocolate, as well as Santa on stage for picture taking.
Well, Jessica from the chamber, who we learned can't give directions,
Right.
in addition to other things she can't do.
Well, it's okay. We have our strengths and weaknesses.
That's right, and which we're learning. Wasn't sure Santa was going to be at the Ocotillo,
Santa is going to be at the Ocotillo.
and that's what I told her. I
Yes.
said, "You said that Santa
Yes.
will be at the Ocotillo."
Yes, we will have Santa.
She was going to be able to update.
Santa will be in the parade, and then he will come to the Ocotillo.
Yes.
We were heavily requested to have Santa because we thought it would be good not to have. It was okay. We wouldn't have Santa. It was not okay.
Yeah.
The public has spoken, and we listened. They were very upset. So we have Santa. We brought him back, and he'll
Yes.
be on stage for the picture taking with the families. It'll be great.
Okay.
So we'll have that plus the ornaments and the hot chocolate, and we'll have directional arrows and stuff for everybody to know which way to go.
To see Santa,
to
get
see
your
Santa.
picture, and then...
If they don't want to see Santa, if they just want the free craft, all of that will be laid out.
Okay, good.
And then on the Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
December 3rd, we have the 3 redneck tenors Christmas Spectacular. Yule as in Y-U-L-E.
That's right.
R.
Uh-huh.
Yes. And we're very excited to have them.
You'll enjoy the show.
Yes. This is great.
You'll laugh.
You'll laugh. You'll have a great time with your family.
That's great.
So that happens fast and furious. And we have gotten most of our gingerbread houses in.
Oh, good.
That pack smells like gingerbread and sweet confections. It's a great smell.
That's not a bad thing.
No, it was really funny. On Tuesday, I had made barbecue nachos with leftover barbecue from Touchdown Barbecue. It was really good. So I got some tortilla chips and put the pork on there with some cheese, shredded cheese, and warmed it up for me and Andrew to eat because we'd had leftovers. And we had some people come in. They're like, it smells like barbecue, gingerbread, and the sweet chocolate. This is and it was a cold day. They're like, this is the best smell.
They didn't. You couldn't get them to leave.
Yeah, they were like, this is great. And I was like, yeah. I was like, they're like, is it weird that we smell barbecue? I was like, no, we did have barbecue. So we had all the comfort food smells in the building on Tuesday.
That's right. So, yeah, you had to spell that out. I'm looking on the website. Spectacular.
And that's how it is on their website.
Of course.
I was not clever enough to come up with that on my own. That is the name of their Christmas.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the trailer.
They are the 3 redneck dinners.
Redneck
Of course, there
dinners.
is a trailer.
Of course, there's a trailer. Yeah, and then you go in the background, you've got a picture of them, and there they are sitting in front of the trailer. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Are they going to have a trailer on stage then for their performance?
It seems like it's a stage prop. We'll see if they bring it with them.
Okay, that'd be cool.
It just depends. It seems like with travel and all sorts of things, with the acts, they've kind of had to pare down some of their stuff so they can travel easier.
Yeah.
And since COVID, it's just been a whole
But
thing.
I
So
think
we'll see.
there's a couple trailers like that just around Artesia.
I know. I probably could borrow a mini Airstream. It would go through the loading bay pretty easy.
Yeah, as long as it fits, that would be cool. Make sure the thing is cleaned out first, though.
Yeah,
before
yeah. I don't want any rodentia in the OPAC. Would not be great. Not be great.
So tickets for that one are $15 and $40.
Yes.
And that's on the 3rd. That's
Yes.
that Saturday. It's 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock.
A Saturday show. So we have
Yeah.
a Tuesday show, in which we have been working with the choirs to have some of the kids sing with the Carpenter's Christmas on the Tuesday.
Oh, good.
And so that's Tuesday. Then Thursday is fun, Light Up Artesia. And then Saturday we have another show. So just take your time and spend time in Artesia and have a fun like start to your winter, doing like all of the amazing things that we have going on.
Yeah, there's a bunch. How were the Sons of the Pioneers?
They were wonderful. It's funny because they're like, so how soon is too soon for us to come back? So they're already planning on coming back. So if you felt really bad that you missed them,
Yeah.
we will be working on bringing them back again because they absolutely adore coming here,
That's
which is
great.
awesome.
Great. Now, for the Carpenter's Christmas, by the way, tickets are $10 and $35.
Yes.
And when you go online to buy your tickets, you can pick your seat.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll come up on the screen as to which seats are available that you can pick for the performance. So
Yes.
and it looks like you've got a bunch sold. So
Yeah. No, people for the Carpenter's Christmas started buying them in bulk, which was really funny. I wasn't expecting that. They're like, I'm buying 5 or 6 at a time. And I was like, oh, usually I get like 1 or 2. So that's
yeah,
great.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. And it's the longest running Carpenters tribute in North America,
Yes.
and this is their 12th year anniversary tour.
Yes.
I'm just reading that from the
Yeah.
website. So 400 shows in 40 states. 300 to 3,000 seats. They pack them in. So
Yeah, so come out. It'll be a good time. Maybe a good like early Christmas present, or for instance, my mom's a December baby, maybe a birthday present. So
Yeah.
that happens too. So yeah, we have a great time. The gingerbread houses will have 4 different sets. There's the 2-story gingerbread house. Those are limited. Those are our biggest ones.
Did
Then
they
we
survive
have,
the earthquake?
we found a wholesaler for gingerbread houses this year,
Wow.
and they're really some durable. None of them came cracked. I'm really
Excellent.
impressed.
Excellent.
And so then we have like our just regular like just standard sized gingerbread houses, and then like we thought we were buying like a larger size and a smaller size. Well, that smaller size turned out to be like mini.
Ah.
Like 3-inch gingerbread houses.
Okay.
And we're like, oh no. So what do? So we make gingerbread house villages with them. So there will be 4 mini gingerbread houses that you can decorate in a gingerbread house village. So
Right.
we'll have that as an option. And then I found some really cool gingerbread house Christmas trees.
Okay.
So you'll have an option to do a gingerbread house Christmas tree, and those will be up by the end of this week for purchase. And so that is the 6th through the 9th, I do believe, of December. So the Tuesday through the Saturday. And we are extending our working hours to the evening that week. So that way you can come in the evenings from 5, I think, to 7:30 to like do your gingerbread houses in the evening, or from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on the Saturday morning.
Okay.
To do
And
your
does
gingerbread houses.
does the cost differ depending on the size of the gingerbread house?
So
Okay.
our costs are ranging, I think, from $15 to $40, depending on the size.
Okay. And kids, adults, families.
Oh yeah, I
come
had
in?
like a grandmother. She had moved, like her family and her were separated, so she like made a gingerbread house for when they came to see her, since they couldn't do it together. And so she came and just made one for herself.
Yeah.
And so any age is great. And
Yeah.
will tell you, if I put spice drops out on the tables and the communal cups for people to decorate their gingerbread houses, they're not for snacking. Please don't snack on them. That was like my nightmare last year. Like everybody was like, my assistant, everybody was like, ooh, nom nom nom. I was like, no, those
No,
have been
no,
out
no.
for days and everybody touches them.
Everything-
They're just for decorating. Don't eat the spice drops.
Everything here on the table is for the gingerbread house.
Decorating.
That's right.
Hands have touched them.
That table there is the edible snack table.
Yeah. If it's in a package and
Yeah.
has not been opened, then buy all, fine, snack on it.
Yeah.
Have a sugar rush. I'm okay with that. But I had like these gold cups, and I had bought a 10-pound bag of spice drops, and they were strictly for decorating. And like people were like, nom 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 nom. And I was like, and we just like, it was last year, so COVID still was like a thing. Like people were still supposed to be mindful of like touching things
Yeah.
with like their just general hands. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
even like in a normal year, I'm like, this is not okay.
This is not
It's
right.
This is just for decorating, not
That's right.
sanitary.
That's right.
I don't want to get health code violated.
No,
because
no,
people
no.
ate candy. So don't do it.
Don't
Don't
eat
do
the
it.
candy. Put it on the gingerbread
Put it on the
house.
gingerbread. if it's packaged or you brought your own spice drops to eat, I am totally okay with that. But
Yeah.
fair warning, if they are out for decorating purposes, they're not for snacking.
They're not for snacking. Yeah. And you don't eat the gingerbread houses after they're done
No,
either. So.
don't. No, after they've been out for like 2 months. Well,
Yeah. So, ArtesiaArtsCouncil.com.
Yes.
That's where you can buy tickets and then be watching for the
pop-up art contest.
art contest.
It is. It pops up.
It's going to pop up very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Winter Wonderland is the
Yes.
theme. So, well, good. Well, Candace, thank you as always. Good to see you.
Yes.
And we will not be doing this show next Thursday because it's Thanksgiving Day.
No.
So I'm assuming you're not going to come down here and look for us.
No, I would hope that everyone is working on their food coma with their stretchy pants, with stretchy waistbanded pants. Like,
That's right. So happy Thanksgiving
yes,
to you.
happy Thanksgiving.
And then next time we see you, it'll be Light Up Artesia Day.
Yes.
So we'll be talking about that.
Yes.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Jean.
We're going to take a break.